The final one, right, is the matter for which one, first of all, I want to thank the President and the government for having taken the position that they are going to compensate the people of Lango, Acholi, and Teso 5 cows each. We want to thank him for that. But Right Honorable Speaker, the concern is in relation to a letter that was written on the 23rd March 2026, that was on Monday, by the Permanent Secretary, Madam Dr. Amina Zawede of the PS for the Minister of Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, and directing that the village chairpersons do update the household registers for the households between 26th and 5th. This is less than 10 days. I just called the cow of Serere and the one of Sor. They have not received this letter. Now, if you are giving them just such a short time, they will not be able to have this verified. That's how we always have had problems. So my request is that, Right Honorable Speaker, that this office extends the days for the parish chiefs to update and give them the
letter is in relation to the cows.
Yes, implementation of the restocking programs using PDMIS, Right Honorable Speaker, and it was written on the 23rd March 2026 to all cows, state clerks, town clerks, and signed by the Permanent Secretary.
Okay.
So,
yes.
Right Honorable Speaker, in relation to what Honorable Eliza raised, the chairpersons of Acholi, Lango, and Tesu, who were invited when the cabinet was discussing this particular issue. To date, even in Acholi sub-region, even in my district, I am not aware of these 10 days given. And I think it would be right that the days need to be extended and the right communication need to be sent to the relevant people. Otherwise, the villages that should be registered and the household sent will not be perfect. And at the end of the day, there will be a lot of complication, the same way we've been suffering on this issue all this long. I think it is important that this should be addressed.
But even when the President was giving that pledge, he did not limit only to Acholi, Lango, and Teso. Bugis was involved, Bukedi was involved, including Karamoja, and some parts of Busoga. They were all involved. So if we are going to do that, all the places that the President pledged must be considered. Yes.
Right Honorable Speaker, I recall on the 8th of January, or thereabout, this year, there was a communication from the Office of the Prime Minister on the same, which had directed all the chief administrative officers to file the list of all households to be paid 5 cattle per household. And that time, the promise was that the payment would be made before the 15th of January 2026. Now we are seeing another letter purporting also to handle the issue of the payment of the 5 cattle per household. Would the government first clarify who is the direct contact person within government? Is it the Office of the Prime Minister? Is it ICT we are seeing here? Is it the Attorney General? Because these multiple letters coming from different stakeholders, I don't know if it is to mock, if it is to enjoy the cattle that were looted, the cattle that were stolen, for which many people in Lango, Teso, Acholi, and Bugisu missed to go to school, missed opportunities in trade, missed so many things. So when you are talking about this cattle, it's beyond the letters, Madam Speaker. It is beyond the letters.
Thank you. Let's not start that debate now. Government Chief Whip.
Right Honorable Speaker, Let me respond as follows on the matter of restocking in Teso, Lango, and Acholi. In the financial year 2025-2026, which is soon ending, there is 80 billion Uganda shillings meant to kickstart the process. 2, there is an interministerial committee chaired by the Prime Minister, where a number of relevant ministries have been incorporated. The letter read by Honorable Cooper is talking about PDMIS, that is the PDM information system. And that is the system that government will use to do this restocking. Now, the old program for restocking, apart from the 80 billion available in this financial year, requires 8 trillion Uganda shillings, and that will be rolled out to more than 1.6 million households in Teso, Lango, and Acholi. And the implementation has been rolled out to 10 years, where every year there will be a budget. On the issue of the letter Honorable Dur is talking about, it is true that we had made progress as government, and with the 80 billion shillings available, government wanted to kickstart the process. But during the campaigns of His Excellency, the President, when he came back to Lira City for the rally and Kole, I believe he had picked some intelligence to the effect that that letter had resulted in 2 most districts picking people from the list of those who went to court. And yet, the restocking will now take care of all households. So the President used his executive authority and halted the process. Then we again came back to Cabinet. The matter was discussed. As I speak, that letter must be part of generating the relevant information. We will start with families like the one of elders, persons with disabilities. The vulnerable families will be those that will benefit from the 80 billion. This is how, Right Honorable Speaker,
Thank you.
I can respond to the matter of restocking.
Thank you.
So
Honorable Elijah, that is enough.
I want to lay on the table this document.
We have a document.
But the Honorable Obua should clarify which
You
office
can
handles
share it from behind the curtains.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. But Honorable Obua should clarify on that, which office is really handling this matter.
Interministerial.
But there's a lead ministry. Please.
The lead is the Prime Minister, who chairs the interministerial. Right Honorable
Yes.
Speaker, there was a prayer on extending the period. I believe that is a valid point. We have taken it up. We shall notify the ministry.
Bua extending the period and the area according to the pledge of the President.
Right Honorable Speaker, the issue of cattle restocking, to the best of my recollection, applies to Teso, Lango, and Acholi. What you are talking about, for instance, in the case of Busoga, these are victims of Lakwena. Yes, let's understand. I'm giving you privileged information. The compensation in Busoga are majorly victims of Lakwena insurgency. And that is also being handled by Office of the Prime Minister. Yes. So don't mix. So do not mix and match.
Thank you for watching Lango News channel. Please subscribe for more updates.